hear that.
No, another surgery.
I say, here at Kajun Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it with no problem. I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let them have it. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
Good morning, everyone, and hello, and welcome. And here we have Des with us today, and everyone may know her as the Shamrock Pixie.
Hello.
And in the chat first this morning, Wednesday Pie Point is Marion. Then we have Music 55, Joyce, Flippin' Frozen, Pittsburgh in the room today, and Flippin' Frozen. And so we caught up with everybody, but there's a lot of chat going on. So let's see what we have going on here. So anything? What's new on your end? And by the way, you know what today is?
Friday.
TGIF. Yes.
I'm happy it's Friday. This week
Good morning, Summer and Wolf Toy Jerry. Good morning. Hello. Just everybody saying good morning and hello. Marion says, I would love to learn how to do pirate ship. If there is anybody willing to help that have patience with me to teach me step by step. Marion, I'll tell you what, at the end of the show, if you want to come on, I'll give you the link and I'll even walk you through it and give you step by step. I love helping people. So if you want to come on in, I will help you do that. When I do the link in the chat before the end, if you want to wait till the end, I'll help you after the show today. And I'll go in and do what's called a screenshot or a shared screen, and I help you walk you through it. That's what you'll like to do. I don't mind helping. Let's see. It's easy. It's very easy. It's just a matter of actually seeing and how to do it. I have a lot of people that I teach different things with, and I don't mind helping. Mainly it's connected to eBay, right? It's easy to report, yeah. So yeah, I can do that for you to help you after the show if you like. So how you're doing on your end, girlfriend? Oh, by the way, you got a package coming your way.
I do? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It went out yesterday.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to do a medical update today, just before me and my daughter's live for playing with makeup. But I'm going to do one separate so that it's not, sorry, my phone. It's been blowing up. My email's been crazy. Things have been crazy this week, dealing with a lot. Tommy was up most of the night, so that's why he's not here this morning. He's very, very tired. He tried to stay up, but yeah, that didn't happen.
Catches up with you.
What's that?
You're not young anymore.
No, not at all. But if he can come down, then he'll, if he can get up, then he'll come down. But Monday we won't be here. I have to go see a surgeon. So the whatever it is before you have surgery type thing, surgical consultation, I think that's what it's called. But I'm going to do more of an update on my channel today to let everybody know what's going on. Everybody knows I had the CAT scan on Wednesday, got the results yesterday, been a little stressed out about that, and then everything else that's been going on this week. So it's been interesting for sure, but Still happy to be here. I've been up since 5, had a lot of coffee, so I'm a little, jittery. I don't
What
usually.
happened?
Well, so we got that Keurig, and Tommy and Jaslyn fixed it, and it's like the best thing in the whole wide world. And so now we went and bought. I didn't realize that the Keurig little cups are a lot stronger than what I'm used to. So I'm a little jittery today. So I apologize if I'm too jittery. But let me tell you,
Do you use a large cup or a medium cup?
this is, I think, a
Yeah.
little, like a, I don't know. I know it's
12
bigger
ounce?
than an 11 ounce.
Yeah, I love it because if you make it too strong, it lasts longer. But I love the K cup because, like, I love the Italian dark roast.
Okay.
I love one that's called Jamaican Me Crazy.
Yeah, that's what you were saying before.
I had to go
I
get me
haven't
some more because I
tried
was
that
out.
one yet. But I tried the Highlander Grog, which is by Berry Brothers in Wisconsin. It's a company in Wisconsin.
Right, right.
And I love their Highlander Grog. Like, it is one of my all-time favorite coffees in the whole wide world. And so when we went to the grocery store the other day, I was like, I wonder if they have these in the Keurig. And sure enough, they do. And let me tell you, it's still very good with the K cups.
My sister-in-laws had sent me from a Christmas birthday gift one year. The actual Java brand Jamaican Me Crazy,
Oh,
and
really?
that's how I got hooked. I love it.
Well, see, Tommy, for years, when the Keurigs came out, Tommy was like, nope, I'm not getting it. I'm just not going to get it. And then we picked one up a couple weeks ago at a yard sale for, I think it was $5. And we were going to try it and see if it worked. And then we were going to clean it up and resell it. Well, yeah, that didn't happen. Tommy's like, you know how simple it is just to put that thing in, make one cup, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
Like,
I use the K cups in the on the weekend because Robert wakes up late. So by that time, I usually even if I don't make coffee in the downstairs bar or coffee pot, I'll use the K cup. Good morning to Record Crate Adam in the house. He had a wonderful show this morning, and a guest was going over some really old type of vinyls. If you in need of learning things about vinyls, he does a morning show every morning, and today was one of the days he had a guest. And so, yes, if you definitely want to get into learning things like that, definitely watch his channel. Good morning, Jennifer Haynes in the house. Summers 42. Good morning in the chat. Actually, I watched someone's show yesterday. It was politically correct to say not in the house, but in the chat. So, anywho, it's just a habit we all hear some people say. So, welcome into the room or the chat. Two hip chicks going on the house in the room. Good morning and hello and welcome, Jennifer Haynes. And so, yes, yeah. Anywho, he sent me a picture today, and look, when I got this picture, I felt like it was a tease, Mr. Paul, because I thought I just saw him go live, or actually, he's doing a WWE. He was going to an estate sale, and his video is going to be premiered this morning. In fact, I just got the notification. And what he did was there was a big 18-wheeler truck that had WWE, and they're actually filming in the neighborhood he went to this estate sale. So that was pretty cool.
Sweet.
All right, let me see if I can get this to where you can see it. I'm going to enlarge this and see if this. The first thing he tells me, he says, "This reminds me of you." You see the chair?
Oh, that is so cool!
That's how much it was sold for.
How much?
$20.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
I would have paid. I would have bought it. I would have paid for it.
Right, and the thing is you could be sitting in that chair while you're doing your lives.
That's exactly what Robert said. He said that would be awesome in your chair in the back when you're doing your auctions. I said, yes.
Yeah, right. That is a really cool chair. The
he said, and he sent me the text saying, when I got the text, I started laughing because he says, this chair has your name written all over it.
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
That's great. That is great.
Let's see. Adam made a comment. He says, "Thank you, Johnny. I love learning about music, and Katie taught me a lot." Yeah, she has a lot of knowledge about a lot of older albums and vinyls and things like that. We were talking. The conversation was all over the place. So if ever you need to learn things, definitely go check that out in the morning. He does it every morning with coffee, and it's so funny because it's like every time somebody comes in, he says, "Tell him good morning," and he drinks a sip of his coffee. It's like, okay, I have to just drink it whenever. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's a cute
usually
little thing he does.
I usually have a cup of coffee throughout the day. You know, like I drink it throughout the day. The Keurig thing I got to get used to because it is a lot stronger than when you make a
Yeah,
regular pot of
right.
coffee because you can control
Eyes.
the strength of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And so Tommy kind of learned a little trick that you just kind of add a little bit more water, but I didn't have time this morning. I mean, I know I've been up since 5, but I wasn't fully awake, and now I'm just hyper and still not fully awake. So
Right.
I couldn't win. I just couldn't win this morning. And so, yeah, it was pretty crazy. But Tommy bought me something Wednesday after because I was a good girl with my cat scan. I
I
did
gotta
do
make this
really
long.
nasty stuff. So Tommy bought me this.
Oh, look how cute.
I was like, "Oh, that is so awesome."
Is
And
that little
so
stones on the inside the
it's
shamrock?
it's kind of like bigger pieces of like glitter. Let me see if I can get it to focus
Now,
here.
is that sitting on the inside, or is
Yep,
that
it
covered
is
in the cover? Oh, it's
inside.
on the okay. I thought it had
Yep,
like
it's
a
on the
clear lid on it.
inside.
Wow.
But it's like big pieces of glitter, and there are
Yeah.
some spots that are missing. So I want to try to see if I can find some new pieces that'll go in there and
Right.
then just glue them in. But I just absolutely, and I forgot to take the price tag off. I'm horrible with that. But I love this.
That
And
is cute.
yeah, I was just like, ooh, that's going. Oops, that's supposed to be down here.
Yeah. Tommy's on every morning, usually around 9 o'clock in the morning, a.m. Um, either 8 or 9. I think it's 9. He also said that he uses pods twice actually, store it in the fridge overnight. Hmm.
Oh, what does that do? I'm really curious to know what that does.
Oh, your ears must have been burning because I just got finished talking about you. We were talking about that fabulous chair that I could have bought that you already teased me with this morning, and I woke up to it on my phone.
You should have offered the people $25. Whoever bought it should have offered them $25 and they wouldn't have to move it.
I would have paid for it, definitely.
And
Also, good morning is
so cool.
Paul, and we also have Wolf Toy. That's Jerry. I already think I said hello, but I'll do it again because I see you here. Record Crate saying here that they are strong. Just use them twice.
Oh, okay. That's the trick. I'll
You
have
see,
to
in
do
my
that.
Keurig, I use this every morning, and so for me to do this, I have to do 2 anyway. But I love my coffee strong because I just finally found some New Orleans French market coffee with the dark roast and chicory.
Hmm.
They finally have it in my area, and I bought some. Yes,
Oh, that's cool.
it's
That's
good.
really cool.
Welcome and good morning, music.
There we go. That's better.
Those are good. Usually, you can do it in 2 if you have a bigger cup. That kind of helps you. Like he was saying, just run it to twice if it was too strong.
Yeah, and I mean, we're fairly new with the K
Right.
cups and Keurig, so we're learning different tricks. And you know, Tommy and Jaslyn, it was part of her schooling was to learn how to break it all down, clean it from top to bottom, and learn. She had to learn, if there was a clog, how do you fix it? And the people that had it before us must have used it only a couple times because it was like
Right.
still in like really good shape, but they had hard water, so it had that white stuff, that white film
Yeah,
around the actual inside where the
like a
water
corrosion
goes.
type thing building around it.
Yep, and then there was the
Calcium buildup. That's what it's called.
yeah, through the tubes and everything. And she learned how to break it down. She learned how to clean it. She learned how to get the clogs out, and that sucker works nice.
Paul asked, "Do you know if you have a 12-ounce setting on your machine?"
I have 11 and 6.
Okay.
So, or is it a 10 and 6? I know that, let me think. It's a 10 and 6. That's what it is. Because we use usually like the mugs that I make and stuff, they're 11-ounce mugs.
Mhm.
And so if we use one of those, it goes perfect. And then I have room for creamer and sugar and anything else that I want to kind of throw in there, or extra water if we need to. But it's perfect. So it's 10 and 6, and it is a Keurig Mr. Coffee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
I love
And
my Keurig.
so
And I
yeah,
love
I
the
was
idea of having variety of flavors because I have the two drawers. Because I do have
mhm.
both of my machines side by side, so I have the drawers with the little lines through them that you can put them in. And I usually have like three varieties total in each bin, so I usually keep up to six variety flavors.
Yeah.
I like the dark roast or the French roast and the darker roasts. And of course, Robert likes the flavored roast of flavors. I don't really care too much for some of those flavors because they're too artificial to me. If it's not,
Yes, only at night though. Believe it or not, it's really weird that coffee is affecting me this way this morning, because
uh,
normally it doesn't. And I can drink coffee up until I go to bed, and sometimes I actually make a cup of coffee to drink before bed because it helps me sleep.
and for
And
me, I
so,
can drink it all day long and it doesn't affect me. When I'm ready to hit that pill, I'm out.
yeah.
Um, Good morning, Maggie. Hello and welcome.
Good
Um,
morning. Good morning.
Paul says Bailey's in the coffee. Paul, I don't know if you caught it before when we were talking. I was talking about your premiere you're doing today about the garage sale, estate sale, where they had that movie truck in the video clip that you had. Did you get to see that, or was that the house where you were going for your auction?
Yeah, Music 55. Yeah, we did use white vinegar and water. Tommy looked up on YouTube how to clean it properly, and so they were able to clean it, and it was pretty awesome. So,
Dawn says, "Not me. Had a cup last night before the auction and was up till 2 a.m."
ouch. Yeah, some people they just unfortunately makes them wide awake for hours and hours, and other people it helps sleep and it doesn't
Even when I
affect.
drink tea, it doesn't bother me because I love drinking the tea bags or flavored leaf tea bags, things that I use, and I
Okay.
also have the ones that you actually use the flowered tea pieces. And it never bothers me. But for some reason, Robert cannot drink anything, whether it's tea and unless it's decaf. And he feels like having to always keep decaf of coffee and tea because a lot of times he likes doing that, but it makes him stay awake. So yeah, we try to stay away from for him to have no caffeine after a certain time. And welcome and good morning. Hello to Miss Blandine in the house. I actually was politically corrected yesterday in the chat. All if y'all watched the show yesterday.
I was, I'm still kind of feeling the effects of the stuff that I had to drink on Wednesday, let me tell
Wow.
you. Oh, so I am gonna do a medical update so I can, let everybody know what's going on. Um, it's been interesting. I thought honestly that once the spleen was out, that I'd be good to go. And let me tell you, I do have a secret about my spleen surgery that I'm gonna fill everybody in. So if you want to hear what's going on with that, you got to check it out too. I haven't
That you're
set it
doing
up
this
yet.
now this afternoon. You could be doing that before or after your daughter done your makeup.
No,
For you.
actually, I want to do it before
Okay.
her and I's live makeup, where she's gonna. So I don't know if you guys know who. I'm sure you do. Brittany Brands.
Oh yes.
So she sent me and Jasmine some stuff
Love me
in the
some Brittany
mail.
Brand.
Yep, and
All right, I'm gonna
so
make you big for a few minutes so you can show that off. I have to go run to the little boy's room.
yep. So we're gonna play with this stuff
Oh,
today and see how that turns out. And these are two items that we got from Brittany Brands. And I did do a short video. What was it? Last week? Was it last week? StreamYard was giving me such a hard time. And so we had decided that we were going to play with it, but then StreamYard was being sassy, and hopefully it works today, but I am going to go live shortly before there. So it's separate from me spending time with my daughter because I don't want that to take over her and I's live today. And so, but I am going to give an update. Did you see the tattoo markers? No, I haven't seen the tattoo markers, Music 55. So they'll both be on my channel, Jennifer. But these are so cool. And I'm starting to, I never liked glitter before until I started doing these lives with my daughter. So I went out and we went to Dollar Tree. They had no glitter. I was very disappointed, very, very disappointed. But I found this at our local Ray's Closeout, which is like I don't know, they got a whole bunch of stuff. So I picked up some more extra glitter so that her and I can play. And there's a few colors that we don't have in here. So we're gonna play. And it'll be fun. And then this one here actually has these stickers. We already broke them down, but they have these stickers that you put on, and then you just put the glue down and the makeup down, and then kind of outline. So it'll be fun. I don't have the medical update live up yet, but I will as soon as this live is over. I will get that set up. So yeah, and then I told Jaslyn she's not allowed to use, let's see, which one is it? The ones with the eyes, the eye outline, because I'm going to cheat and try to learn how to use those. There's 2 of them, one for each eye. And so Halloween this year, for my Halloween live this year, is going to be even more interesting than it was last year. So Halloween and St. Patrick's Day are my 2 favorite holidays, and I go all out for both. So yeah. Hey, Mel. You can get them at Walmart and the market. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I will definitely have to check that out because Jaslyn's very much into the face art and not so much like everyday makeup. It's like the play makeup for like movies and like they do in movies and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I'm very excited that she's into it. And what really trips me out is the fact that when I was young, I actually was going to go to Joe Blasco in Orlando, Florida, had a scholarship for it. And they do makeup and special effects for movies and stuff like that. And I ended up not going. So I'm very, very thankful that my daughter's interested in this, even younger than I was. And I'm going to encourage her all the way to do it, and I'm hoping that she can get into Joe Blasco, like it, because there's only 2 colleges with Joe Blasco, one in Los Angeles, California, and one in Orlando, Florida, and both of them, if you get into them, you're almost guaranteed to get into the movie industry. And so if I can't get her into that direction, I'm going to try to get her into the movie. Get her in a movie, you know? She's so spunky. She really is. And her facial expressions sometimes are a little creepy, but you know what? It's all in fun. And we have her and Tommy together in a store. I'm going to have to record, but I'm usually laughing too hard to record because those 2 together, let me tell you, your sides will hurt from laughing.
All right. I want to go back and say hello to some others that came in the chat that I noticed, and I'm trying to find where I was at here because the chat is flying. First, I want to welcome Blandine in the house, and I'm assuming, Blandine, that you wanted to speak to me. I'll be putting the link in, and you're more than welcome to come in after the show. We can talk, whatever it is, if that's who you want. But me, talk to me. Nate in the house. That is Nate Pie. Nate Pie Twink it. Well, good morning. Hello. Trying to get everybody lightweight. Yeah, the chat was going so fast, I was trying to catch up. Did you see the tattoo maker? New. Get them at Walmart in the. Well, good morning, Mel Castlevania in the room in the chat this morning. I'm trying to catch myself every time I say it. Welcome and good morning, NASCAR. That's
Derek
in the chat. That's Derek. That's a great name for a school. Oh, yeah, she's so fast with that, so that's good. Okay, there are two. She's only 13 away from her main channel for 200. What? I'm only 3 away from 600.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm at I think it was like almost 3,000. Yeah, I'm almost at 3,000 watch hours. So I'm right in the middle of both. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Oh, I showed love record crate. I think that's how you say
that's
it.
Adam.
Show love to you. So
make sure y'all go ahead and check each other's out, the channel, get their subscription to their channel, and also make sure you hit the notification bell of all notifications so you don't miss anything that they put out. Yes, that is. It's amazing on how it started going fast as of when I hit the 500 mark.
Yep.
And then I'll have to share this. I have a best friend from high school. Her and I used to be not only neighbors, but we went to school together where she and I were both in the DECA program in high school and junior high. And we were voted. She was the most famous best. I have the article in my scrapbook. The famous or most the best male and female of the year for the class or our senior class. And so every now and then I'll call her, hey, how you doing? When I'm thinking of her, or she call me, and so I know she used to work for the police department in the area where we grew up at, and then she became a bondsman, and she went from there back to the police officer at a different town. And so I had the video that came out from last Wednesday, not this Wednesday, of our auction. And she sent me a message saying, I did not know this. She said, I don't know how I missed this. I would have to love to watch this live. So I contacted her back and told her, because I thought I told her before the last time I talked, because this was after I did start at YouTube. And she was amazed that she said she was laughing the whole time. She didn't realize that I was doing all YouTube. So yeah, pretty cool. She was my BBF from high school, and we still keep in touch. All right, Des, when you and your niece going, when are you? That's her daughter. By the way.
No, she's saying, Des, when you and my niece going live.
My niece. I misread that. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. 1 p.m. Central Time, but I will be doing a short video or a short live before that, Mel. So about 12-ish, I'll be going live for a short time to do a medical update because I don't want it to interfere with Jaslyn and I's makeup time. So us spending time. So I want to do that separate. So, but I don't have that one up yet, and I will.
All right. I know Jennifer's been dropping the links, and I dropped hers earlier too. So don't forget to go and subscribe to each other, check everyone's channel out. But also, as we all know, that Jennifer is one that is very quick putting her links in the chat. Everybody else's link but hers, but here's her link. She definitely needs some watch hours because she does have the subs, but she doesn't have enough watch hours yet, so she can get monetized. She does great content. Do us a favor and do me a favor and go support her and show the love and start a playlist. Have it playing in the background to help her out. Valor, she says, Destiny, got my decal yesterday. Love it. Can't wait to put it on my truck.
Well, I'm glad you love it. I even put on the envelope, happy birthday on it and sent it out right away. So I'm
and
glad
I also put the link in the chat if anybody would like to come in and start showcasing your channel or asking any questions, whether it's for Des or her daughter, for when they do makeup and what's going on with their little channel that she's growing. You're more than welcome to come on and even showcase your own channel. AM for me. I'll be support you. Now you do yours. The one you do on the Saturday. That's at 1 o'clock, isn't it?
Nope, it's 11 a.m. Central Time.
11. I knew it was something. I knew it was early, but I couldn't remember which.
Yep, the mental health.
That's why I'm so glad I have the notification. That's the only reason I remember.
I know, and I usually, for a while, I was just doing the Saturday mental health safe place chat, and I really wasn't doing a whole lot during the week. And then for winter, I'm going to stay at the same time, but I'm actually next summer going to switch it from a Saturday to a different day to try to see how that works, because we get busy in the summertime. And so now with the other channel that we have, we want to do more things on the weekends, and we don't always have internet.
Right. I want to touch bases on this with Jennifer. She said that all these people are watching my videos, and for some reason, my watch hours don't seem to be moving. I'm gonna give y'all a tip on this. If y'all doing this and y'all watching the videos, do not mute the actual volume on the video. If you're watching it on a laptop or your phone or any other devices, only lower the volume if you're busy and doing something else and you need to lower the volume. Only lower the volume on your device. If you lower it on the YouTube channel, that's why she's not getting credit on those hours. If you mute the video itself, it doesn't count as hours. So if you're doing someone a watch playlist for them to get them some watch hours, make sure you only lower the volume on the device you're playing on. Yeah, just make sure you only use the volume on your device, not the video itself. Also, the reason I know that is I was watching. I use a lot of, especially when I'm working in the morning and there's no lives or anybody just to listen to and lurk and work. I usually put on several videos. Like for example, I like watching the videos that has to do with inspirational videos or a positive thinking. Or if I'm watching YouTube, there's those YouTube studio college whatever videos that they put out, and those are some of the videos that I watch a lot. And they're always talking about different things that people don't understand about with YouTube and your videos. And that was one of the topics they were talking about one day when I was watching. And that's the only reason and how I found out about it was that it's just something that YouTube knows if you lower or mute the volume on the video, they don't actually feel that there is anybody watching it. So that's why they said I watched that video for that reason. So
Yeah, what I tend to do is I will, because I have a external speaker, and so I will have it playing on my other screen in the background. I just shut my sound off through my external speaker, so it's still playing, it's still registering. It's just that sometimes I'm not hearing it because I'm usually watching something that Tommy has put up. So it's like, oh, time to shut it off for a minute, but it's still playing. So
and that's the thing about it. As long as you lower your volume on the device you're working on, they'll still credit on that watch hour.
Right. So, and that might be another way if you have a external speaker hooked up to your computer, just turn the sound off if you need to.
Yeah.
Look
who's in the chat.
Them flipping critters. Hey, Rebecca, that's my other bestie right there.
I knew I had to wait for you to see who it was.
Yeah, I thought I saw her, and then I was like, wait, is my eyes?
And also, if y'all didn't know, Rebecca, which is them flipping critters, and Castlevania Reseller, that's Mel. They also don't forget to put the link in the chat. They do a combination of auctions for the two ladies auction storage auction that they do. They just started a new video YouTube channel. Couldn't think about that one, squirrel. So don't forget to drop that link so that way you can go and check them out, because I think there were yesterday about 85 when I was watching their video yesterday. So they're still getting close to 100. And they've been going live. So evidently YouTube changed that policy where you don't have to wait till you get 100 to do the live videos. So go check them out. Subscribe to them because they are doing a $25, I think it's a credit or something when they reach 100.
Yep, they're at 87 subscribers right now.
Yeah, yes, it was 85. So there's the link. Jennifer just put it in as quick as she usually does. Two lady storage auctions. That is Mel and Rebecca, and that is the Flipping Critters and Castlevania Reseller. That's Mel. If you haven't checked them out, definitely they've been having some good videos coming up on their auctions that they've been doing. So definitely check them out. I think if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, it's every Tuesday and Thursday and maybe any other time they pop up on an auction.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember names and things like that without having to do my cheat sheet, but I did start a cheat sheet just in case. There are some that slip my mind sometimes if I don't see them a lot.
Jennifer, you crack me up. That's the second time I put it in. I love her. She is so cool.
So yeah, don't forget to put your channel links. And I know Jennifer's been doing it, but also make sure you right-click the link of the ones that she's putting in the chat. If you right-click it and you can open it at the top, it says open in another web browser or web page. That way you don't lose your space. And when I'm in a chat and I'm involved in a chat, I'll do that and I'll put it in a watch list. That'll help you to go back and watch it. She said, yeah, let's see where I went. Oh, there. Her giveaway was when they hit 100 subs on that channel. Yes, we do. I will have a magic card at everyone auction until I am out. Yeah, we evidently have a lot of people with those cards. Donna was giving away every time
gathering or something.
Went up Friday. Yeah, because I think Wednesday she kept adding. Every time the bid would go up high, she would add another bag of those cards into the pile, and so it kept going up. So yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, I never played that game.
She's got a lot of them. I didn't either.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's.
Mel found a big box of cards yesterday.
I see that.
She was like, "Look what I found," and I was like, "Oh, that's a lot of cards." At first, I thought it was records because she had her phone so close, so I thought they were 45s, and so I was like, "Oh, records, yes, yes." Oh, Rebecca, I got to talk to you about that, by the way. Anyway, I was like, "Yes, yes," and then she's like, "No, they're baseball cards." I'm like, "No, no."
Everyone, welcome Queen Cleopatra in the chat this morning. Hello and welcome. You're never late, baby. You're here. You got here, so that's all that matters.
Hello, Cleopatra.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been busy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Plus, we're getting ready for our auction tonight. Don't forget to tonight is going to be our first time doing the Royal auction on my channel tonight. It will start at 6 p.m. Eastern, and we do have our guest Bonnie, the unique store. And some weeks we may have two guests, some weeks we may just have one, and then weeks that we don't, it's just going to be Queen and I just going at it on the video. And so don't forget to hit your reminders, because also every Wednesday we come on at 5 p.m. Eastern. I know this week we did a little special, something different, but we came on at 2. But we will be back at our regular scheduled programs at 5 p.m. Eastern this Wednesday, which is the Hump Day 5 o'clock traffic jam auction. And we do have guests. And then Friday, starting today, is our first The Royal auction with Queen Cleopatra and myself. If you decide on you'd like to be a guest and you'd like to get rid of some of your merchandise and you would like to do an auction with us, feel free to reach out to us in the descriptions of all the videos. We do have our email address. It's the Royal Auctions, what it asks, 1@gmail.com. And if I didn't get it right correctly, it is in the description of tonight's video. And also you can reach out to myself at Kajun Reseller at gmail.com. And we would be honored to put you on the calendar of our soonest and available date that we can give you. And if that works or doesn't, we can work around that for you as well.
I dropped your email address in chat. I stole it from your description.
Yes, music. I do know that because I have someone that's in another state that when I first did my cooking video, he asked me, and I had forgot all about it, not knowing that he was one of the ones that was going to start watching my videos for cooking. And he asked me in one of the first videos I put out, can you do closed captions because I cannot hear it? And I forgot about it. And so what I did was you can go into it when you go to the others of your specifications and when you're setting up the video, at the bottom, there's going to be a section for closed captors or for those who are hearing impaired. You can set those on to where they automatically, or anybody can actually see the closed capture on all videos. And so that's what I do with my videos because he enjoys the videos. He told me he would love to continue watching them as long as I did one video where I forgot to do it again, even though I've been doing it every week or when I do put out a video. And he, again, sent me out the reminder. And so I physically remember when I'm doing a video to make sure it's closed capture. So that is very important for those who would like to watch the videos.
I always tend to forget that part. And when I first was trying to figure out how it works, I'm still trying to figure out how it works because in one video, it'll do it automatically. If you click on it, another video, they want you to go in and edit it. And I'm just like, I'm clicking the button and I'm hoping and praying that it works.
Well, I just go through this one step. It's where you go into the there's a tab that says other, like when you're in your main tab, and then there's another one. If you're say you're in StreamYard,
Okay.
when you're doing it there, it doesn't do it there. You have to go back into YouTube to turn it on. And so when you do that, you have to go down and then it says closed caption. And when you click on it, it'll ask you if it's ever been played on TV. Do you plan on putting it on TV? Or different questions. And then you just have to answer the question. And once you do that, it'll pop up another screen like you're going to be putting or looking for a file. Just close it, and then it'll be set as closed caption.
Oh, that's how. Okay.
Yeah, because what happened was when I first tried working on that and trying to figure that out, I thought I did something wrong. But once I did that, he thanked me that same day I put that video out because he was able to watch it and watch the closed caption. So that's how I knew how to do it.
Okay.
And it's very easy. Once you hit the closed caption and it comes up and it's like, I want to say 4 to 5 questions. And once you click on that, it'll automatically bring you to like the screen that is looking for a file. Just close it and it's set.
Okay. See, and that's where it was throwing me off because it kept telling me to edit or something. And I'm like, but I don't want to edit it. They're going to see how kooky I am anyway. So
yeah, you don't have to edit it. And I think what that is if you edit it and you save it into a file, when it brings up that page for you to put it as a file, that's what they're thinking that you already corrected it and put it in a file.
Okay.
Then you're taking that file in. But if you don't have to where you went and corrected anything or edited anything, once that's done and you don't have a file to go to, that's okay because then you're skipping that step. Because but that's only if you actually sit there and correct it and do it on edit that you would need to bring the file into closed caption because then it'll correct the video for that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I was, like I said, I was so confused. I try to do it every video. I'm going to have to go back and work on that this weekend.
And what I do is after I do my whole week's worth, I go back and make sure I do my hashtags, the tag marks. And then I make sure and go make sure all my the closed captions are set in each video because I never got to see a spot where you can actually do it in StreamYard when creating it. I just don't have to go back and do it in YouTube.
Right.
Now they did set up something new recently where you can actually do everything now through YouTube when you're doing your StreamYard setup as well. So I want to start checking into that.
Okay.
I just got a notification the other day for that. I also want to say I don't know how I missed you, but I want to say please everyone welcome Anthony from Pittsburgh in the house, or actually politically in the chat. I keep saying that. So anywho, Anthony, I'm so sorry. I think I missed you when I was telling everybody hello, and I made sure you were still here. So I made sure it was at to make sure you were here. So yeah, closed caption, yeah, and we just talked about that with auctions. That's tonight, and yes, it's called The Royal Auction. And it's going to be on my channel every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Let's see. Remember Magic Cards Gathering hit? Yeah, I heard about them, but I've never gotten into them. And then I saw a video that was on Locker Nuts with Pete. And he did one where he found a whole bunch of those cards. And he had a friend who actually appraises those cards in his area. Oh, wow. And it was amazing to find out how many of those he had that were actually of value. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I've never played that game. I did play D&D when I was younger. I was a D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, but I didn't do Pokemon, although I know Pokemon from the show, but my kids are really big into Pokemon right now. Yeah. And so it drives me nuts. But because every time you turn around, there's a stack of Pokemon cards throughout the house. And it's like, put them in your room. We're not displaying Pokemon cards throughout the house. We have enough stuff that we have to go through and get rid of. We don't need no more.
I never did Pokemon cards either, but last year I went to a citywide garage sale. And on the side of, right between two houses, there was this one house that didn't have actually set up for a garage sale, but they had these boxes and it said, take, free. Like, okay, this is interesting. And I wound up getting this big, large box, not only in the sleeves of the Pokemon cards, they were in Ziploc bags full of Pokemon cards. I gotta start selling to those.
See, my brother-in-law, Tommy's brother, who passed away, he was very big into Pokemon. He even named his daughter, his youngest daughter is named after a Pokemon. That's how much he was into it. And he used to play that Pokemon Go. And we were sitting at a gathering, and he told me not to move because I had a Pokemon on top of my head. And
Jennifer
he
says she
said,
just throws them away. She says, especially when they wind up, if they fall on the floor, they're going in the trash.
hey, that's usually what happens here. You know, if they move their stuff out, guess where it goes?
Yeah.
They don't get it back.
Paul
So,
says he has a lot of the original Japanese Pokemon cards plus original 90s Magic cards.
oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, see, and you know, my kids are 14 and 12, and let me tell you, I have no idea where they learned how to play Pokemon, but they will sit up in the living room and they will play Pokemon. And let me tell you, there's been a lot of fights in our living room because one's saying that this card plays this, and another one says the card does this. So yeah, we just tell them to go play in their room when that happens.
I
So
know when I was growing up, if you left any toy away from your closet, because that's where all the toys were kept in these little toy box things that my dad made in our closet, and he or my mom would come in that room and it was all over the floor, it was going in the trash. You didn't clean up your
mhm.
room, your toys that was left behind were going in the trash. Trust
Oh
me, all
yeah.
mine were always picked up because I didn't have a lot, but the little bit I did have, I kept and cherished.
Yeah, see, Tommy was like that too growing up. He didn't have a whole lot of toys growing up, but he had his Hot Wheels. And this man was very OCD at a very young age with his Hot Wheels. He literally would clean them with Windex and wash them and but that was his thing. And they were in mint condition. If he had them now, his cars would be worth so much.
Jennifer
His
says her 30-year-old daughter still has hers in the blind, in a blind, or in
Oh,
a
and the
binder.
binder.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother too. My brother, he is 22 months younger than me, and he has all his cards from growing up, like the X-Men cards and stuff
Mhm.
from when he was younger. They're still in a binder. They're still in really good shape. And I saw he has a Deadpool card from way back when, and I tried stealing it, and I tell you, he knew at the second I touched that card. Like he knew. So some people just love their cards.
Music 55, she just said it because this was Wednesday. She said she bought the magic cards to support Queen. I'll just give them away.
You know, and that's cool though. You know, that's
Yeah.
really cool that you guys did so amazing for, you know, Cleopatra. That was awesome. And I apologize I wasn't able to watch. I was doing my CAT scan and I was very tired afterwards, and so I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I am going to watch the replay. I have it on my list to
We
watch.
went for 6 hours.
That's what Tommy told me, that you guys went for 6 hours, and I was like,
And as of yesterday, I didn't go back and look again today, but we had 515 views during the auction.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Music had the 950 cards that she bought.
Wow.
What happened was, I'm going to make sure I check my notes right here because I did keep notes from that auction. She had done a lot. It was very locked. I know she did one at the beginning. We hit 100 on. Yep. She did where Mary and Dawn and Mary, the two hip chicks, they were doing the cards. And every time the bill would go up higher in increments, they would add another bag of cards. So it came out to like $950. And that was our first Benjamin for the night. And it was right at the beginning of the show. So, yeah, she wound up getting all those cards and everybody kept being back and forth. So, yeah, it was an amazing.
That's a lot of cards.
But Mary says, Dawn was even saying that they still have cards to give up, do things like that for the rest of the year, plus probably longer. They have so many.
Right. Yeah. Paul says his spidey senses knew you were touching the cards. Yes, for sure. I actually have an uncle that I call Uncle Spidey because he's a Spider-Man fan. It's kind of funny. That just made me think of him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let me see. I'm gonna do this one more time. If anybody would like to come in, showcase your channel, even Q&A. This can go any way, no matter what. We're here to help in any way we can on any questions you may have. And just to showcase your channel, you're more than welcome to come on. So we're on Friday, and I know you have some plans going on for Monday, but are there any other, besides your videos that you're going to put out this weekend, is there any type of goals that you're setting yourselves up for you and Tommy for the weekend that you want to be held accountable for? Because I know we usually talk about it on Fridays.
Yeah. So as of right now, I want to get, my video or my 2 lives done today, and then I'm going to do my live tomorrow, and then I want to work on getting the baby shower the baby gender reveal party, get that uploaded, work on that this weekend, and I want to work on the automotion video from last weekend. I want to get that up, but I have to wait for the automotion one until I can get all the video together, because it's on many different cameras. We got so many different cameras that we were using. We weren't able to use the 360 camera because of the rain. And so, and then where we were standing, it wasn't a good spot to have it. It wasn't safe for it. So we didn't do that, but we do have quite a few different videos that I need to combine. So that's some stuff that I want to work on this weekend. There he is.
There's Tommy. Tommy 2.0 just arrived in the chat. Good morning and hello. I hope you're feeling okay. Got you some rest. All them late nights.
Yeah, he's like, good morning, everybody. I have had a hell of a week, so my goal is to only do what I feel like, probably motorcycle riding and fishing.
He must have been listening. He must have been in the background lurking and sleeping. And I said that because all of a sudden he popped up when we talked about the goals. I love it.
Right? So, I mean, for sure, definitely want to get those up and going. Want to do the lives first, and then I'm going to work on the other 2. Hopefully the automotion video, we can get everything put on my computer, but I don't have one of those little reader things.
Right.
So it might be a little hard, but all in all, definitely going to get my brother's video up this weekend. I'm so excited. You guys are going to laugh when you watch it.
And don't forget, 2 hip chicks, Dawn and Mary, they usually do their shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Usually at 12 o'clock noon. So don't forget to set your reminders that you don't miss anything. Because I know yesterday I went on and helped out a little bit just to get on the show with them, because Mary had some work she was doing and doing some other things. So she was by herself for a while. So we all went on there and kind of helped with that for her yesterday morning. So don't forget to hit the reminders. Also, don't forget to hit those subscribe buttons, where you can make sure you don't miss any new item or contents that come out for any creator that is on YouTube.
And everybody keep Tommy in your prayers for next Thursday. He's a really awesome motorcycle driver, but he takes his test next Thursday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he got his dad's motorcycle finally after years and years and years. She was under a tarp. Yes, it is a female motorcycle. We named her Keisha, and she has a custom paint job. And some of you have seen it already in the past. But so he's finally has her. I named her, and so she's gorgeous. So I'm super excited for him. I know he's gonna pass, but just for that extra special luck, please put him on your little prayer list if you guys pray, or whoever you pray to, and so that we know for sure he's going to get it. Yes, he's been riding motorcycles for 30 years.
Oh, didn't have my endorsement. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
yeah. So I have my stepsister. They have a motorcycle. It's a Harley. Beautiful paint job on it. It has this. The design has it where if you look at it a certain way, you can see the skulls in the paint job. Oh, it's got the fire flames, and it's got that inside when you look at it a certain way. So I was able to take a picture of me sitting on it, and I said, "This is my dream motorcycle," because I've always wanted one. And I was told, "No, you can't have it." My stepmother and my dad were there because we were spending the week for my stepmother's 90th birthday, 91st birthday at my stepsister's house. And they live in Maryland. And so I took a picture of it on there and I said, this is my motorcycle when she sells it. I said, don't sell it to anybody else. I want it. And so, of course, Robert and my stepmother says, no, you can't get that. You can't. No, it's not. No. I was, okay. I just left it alone. I still think about that motorcycle in the picture I have with. I need to get one printed and put it right here as my future wish list.
Yeah, I'm looking for a picture of the motorcycle now. Tommy's dad custom painted it, airbrushed it all.
Oh,
and
wow.
It is absolutely gorgeous. I just got to find it.
Good morning and hello and welcome. Never too old. Hello and welcome in the chat this morning. Good to see you. And let's see, bike has awesome custom paint too. Wow, yeah, that's the thing about a motorcycle, especially when it's a Harley. I gotta pull that picture up out of my files, and I want to definitely take a picture of it. Print it right here on my wall. Let's see. Good morning, hello, clean line. How are you doing this morning? Tommy says I heard that the instructor loves when you pop a wheelie halfway through the test. Oh my God!
Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it. He was already talking about doing something fun. Like, don't encourage it.
Is that somebody? A lot of people know him very well,
huh? Yeah.
Thank you, music. You have a blessed day, and then have a good day, and don't work too hard, whatever you may be doing, and enjoy your weekend. In your message, Des, you sent it to Dwayne.
Oh yeah. Thank you, honey.
I do the same thing if I can't find an email, and I say, okay, who did I send it to? I go back and look at it. And everyone, good morning, hello, and welcome, Tyler. Exchange in the chat this morning. Hope you're having a great day and a good day. Music is having to go. So good morning, Taylor.
Okay.
His name is actually Sean. You got it?
Yeah, I just gotta move it over.
Wait for me to share the screen.
All right. This is our beautiful Fantasia. See Tommy, you're gonna have to write down the color though.
That is beautiful.
Yep. This is all airbrushed.
Wow.
Not decal. It is all airbrushed.
Holy moly. I love that color.
Yep, it is. And I always butcher the color. And here's the side panels. He brought it home and he bought it right off the showroom floor. Tommy's dad did. And within a week, he had it tore apart and he had it painted.
That is gorgeous.
Yep. So it is now Tommy's bike. And I'm so happy that I was able to, help him get this. And so it's brandy, wine, candy, apple, red.
Oh, wow. I was going to ask if it was candy apple red because that's what it looked like.
Yep. And it's got, in the sun, it's got sparkles. And when it is.
Is that a double seater?
Yes. Yep.
And does it have a painted back end fender?
No, the fenders aren't painted. And then this jammer here, we just took off white. Okay, so he says white with metal flake is the color. Okay. So we took the jammer off and we actually put the factory headlight on. And so, or a factory headlight. And so now you can really see the shine in the sun. And let me tell you, I love motorcycles. I love cars.
I do too.
And the seat, like when I would sit on it, I was like squished up into Tommy. So him and his buddy went and cut down the back of the seat just a little bit so that it would go in. And yeah, we do need to take updated pictures for sure, honey. But now I can sit on it and not be slammed up against him and not be able to breathe. So I thought that was pretty cool that they did that adjustment for me, so I'm comfortable on it. And then, Tommy, is Jaslyn around you? I don't want her to hear this.
Also want to welcome Mara from Buying Spaces. She has a question. It says, actually she has a statement. It looks like it's a gold wing jammer.
Honestly, it very well could be. Um, okay, so she's still sleeping. So Thursday, after Tommy gets his license, thank goodness she's not up, but we're surprising her, and she's going to get to ride back with Daddy on the motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
She has no idea. It's a surprise, and the motorcycle is going to be handed down to her.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. So
Eli says, make sure, Tommy, you stay under 100. She's a beauty.
Yeah, she is for sure. And, Jasmine will be the third owner of the bike and the third generation to have that bike.
Good morning and hello and welcome, Pernini and Melissa Kate. Good morning and welcome.
Hello, Len. Hello, Melissa. Yeah, it is. And I'm gonna record it when she finds out.
Yeah,
so I can share that. And
it's gonna be so nice and interesting how her face gestures are gonna be when she sees it. Yeah.
Yesterday, Tommy sent me a picture. This is funny. She loves fishing with Tommy.
That is awesome. 50 miles away from where y'all gonna be, and that'd be a great ride. Yeah, she's gonna definitely have a fun day.
Yeah, this is how animated she is. I mean, if you've watched any of my lives with her in it, you'll see her face do all sorts of different things. But this is her baby fish that she caught yesterday while fishing. She's holding it very gentle. And then she told Tommy, she's like, Dad, I should hold it like a newborn baby. And I'm like, you should have, so we could have a picture of that. But that's her fish that she caught yesterday, her northern. And those fish are a little creepy to me personally. So yeah, but I mean, if you look at her face, she's so happy and exciting and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty
Good morning, James. Storage Savander in the house or in the chat. Hope your wife is doing okay. Hopefully you got some good updates to where she's doing okay. Back in the hospital. He talked about it on one of his videos this week.
Oh, no.
He did a small video clip about it. They're doing some more tests.
Well, I hope everything's
I want to say that happened Tuesday, I think, is when I saw the video. We went live Tuesday night for the auction he was doing. The arts and craft videos that are going around. Everybody got together. Thanks to Cha-Cha, the Junk and Data Girl, and she put it together a lot where we basically all were put into a list of join it with others on their channel, and I think it goes on till this Sunday. It's almost like I think Tuesday was the first one on James's channel, and it's 2 a day until Sunday. So if you're looking to do anything with arts and craft, or you're looking to buy auction items, there is a link that you can go to, and it's going to bring you to all those who are involved in that auction for the weekend, the whole week. I did mine yesterday morning. Forever best friend, Charlotte. Good morning and welcome. Charlie. I'm gonna get your names right one day. I hope.
I've seen people with notebooks full of names trying to remember everybody's name.
And what I'm trying to do is remind myself when I see their name, like their Charlie is correct. Forever, when I see that, I know what the video is about. So I'm trying to keep the name with the video and their name on their channel. So far, I'm doing okay. I missed it yesterday. I said something totally different.
Oh, speaking of, real quick, I'll show you. This is how excited she gets on the motorcycle.
Wow.
She's in her.
And that's at your dad, the father-in-law's house?
No, that's here in our driveway.
Oh, so you already have it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've worked on it. Okay. He's been driving it. So, yeah. But yeah, that was that was last month, I think.
I noticed there are no craft auctions until Sunday, nothing for Friday or Saturday. Interesting. I thought it was. I got the schedule right here. I thought it was every day till then. Yeah, they got this morning at 8. They should have had one. No, PM. I'm sorry. Today it would be on abstracts possibilities. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. is going to be on Leanne something for you. Saturday at 8 o'clock is again at abstract for possibility, and then the last one will be on Cha-Cha's channel on Sunday night at 8 p.m. But it should be on there. Go to those channels. Now the link. I don't remember where it was at. Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome Paul into the chat.
Hello, Paul.
How you
Good
doing?
morning.
How you doing?
I keep catching myself every time I say it because you said that on your show yesterday.
Yeah, it's not in the house; it's in the chat. And now because it's Friday, can instead of saying hello, can we say kalua, kalua, everybody?
You can say whatever you would like. Now, talk about this video you just premiered this morning with that truck that's in your thumbnail. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was on the way to pick up some auction winnings because I go to local auctions, but they're all online.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to go the next day to pick up your winnings. So on the way, I went in and I looked and I saw, there's a couple of estate sales. Let me make my way there. And I go by Full Sail, which is where they film WWE now.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to find the building, but Full Sail is like 2 streets. There's a ton of buildings. And I couldn't see where the performance center was, where they actually do the filming. But there had to be 12 to 15 big 18-wheelers outside with all their graphics. You know, they pull up to the stadiums wherever they're doing their stuff. So I said, let me just, I haven't done a pre-recorded in a long time. I've had that, believe it or not, I've had that in the camera now for probably a month and a half. And I finally just put it up. And then the other part of that was I did the WWE not as clickbait, but just a little teaser, and then I went into an estate sale. Extremely boring. I need to talk like, hey, look at they're pricing this stuff really crazy prices, or say something like, excuse me, ugly guy, going into do something to liven up the video. Unfortunately, I have 3 of them in the can, and then I still have those 2 from antique malls that I finally started to edit, and I got to get those up.
Yeah, what I found for me that I need to get more of getting some of those out is I have a file that I put, like when I do the videos, and so they're not kept in my camera. I create a file labeling that video what those clips were from. That way, when I go back to it, I can just go straight to that file, and I know how to do it. But one of the things I need to start working on is when I do the sourcing videos, or doing a talk over, especially if there's music in the background or I'm not really talking while I'm
Right.
going to these different places, because I need to get into that little swing of adding that voiceover.
Exactly. And I just do the talk while I'm there.
I try to do that too. Yeah.
On one of these that I'll be releasing was the estate sale company, and the auctioneer was actually there. So I did a quick interview with him and talked to him a little bit. And then I showed the next day going back to pick up my winnings.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to get more pre-records on there, because they say that's how like you said, you've been looking at videos. I've been looking at videos a lot. You'll find a lot of these people that have 1 million subs or 700, 500 subs. They all have now videos of how to grow your channel and what you should do.
Exactly.
So I've been watching some of those, and the consensus for all of them is you need pre-records to build your channel.
Right.
And that's how you get the ad revenue. So maybe WWE will see my video that I just put out today, and they'll want to put some ads on there.
Yeah, because I definitely saw that thumbnail. I got to contact we have the company that I've been going to with estate sales here. I finally got their business card because the last time I went to theirs, they had business cards, and I met the actual guy who's in charge. And so I need to contact him because we had a conversation I need to get with him on.
Yeah. Now, did you watch my video interview with the bearded picker?
Yes, I was watching it. Yes.
Because I've been now, I buy from these local auctions probably once every couple of weeks. You know, they don't, it's like anything. They don't always have good stuff. But I was nervous moving home that, you know, I'm not going to have that option anymore. And Bearded Picker was telling me about Dan, who came on my show once, Hide and Seek Picker, who lives in Massachusetts. And he says the options for local auctions in Massachusetts are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And the deals are great. So I'm glad to hear that because, you know, I'd rather do that than traipse all around an estate sale on the last day because, you know, because I'm looking for resale.
Right.
And a lot of them are just priced too high lately.
Yeah, well, the one I go to, the company that deals with the last ones I've been to, they've been doing really well when it comes to the pricing. You know, they're not too high. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really nice with the company here.
In the auction last night, they had a couple of pieces of Fenton glass that Nana Tink was talking about on Monday.
Yeah.
But it went pretty high. Went for two pieces. I think went for like $80 a piece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if there's just, I know there's not a lot of resellers that go to the auction, that do the auction. I know there is several because I do talk to them during pickup.
Right.
But there's got to be just collectors also.
Well, the thing I like about this company, and I've been to the two of them already from what they're doing. And both times they tell you when you walk in, you know, go ahead and start bringing things together. We'll make a lot, find you a little spot, put your stuff in that spot, and then we'll talk prices afterward. We'll combine it and make an offer, you know.
That's nice.
And that's what's good about it because I've done it twice already and I've come out with a lot of good stuff. So
that's nice. And
that's
do you
what I
give
like
them, do they take your tax ID so it's a business, you know, and they don't charge you tax?
You know, I never thought about asking that.
Yeah.
But they don't charge taxes. It's just a flat whatever you're doing anyway.
They don't charge sales tax?
If they tell you, like, for example, I go in there and I have 3 IKEA bags full.
Right.
And he goes through and he does look at the prices that are marked on it. And he says, like, say it comes up to 200. Right? And you say, okay, I'll take one. He says 200. And I'll come back and say, what you would take 170. He might come back and say 175. And that's it. So whatever the amount is, that's what you pay.
Oh, wow. Because all the places here, they charge you tax.
I haven't had to pay taxes yet that I know of, even on the receipts that I'll print out. Because what they do is they'll send it to your email, and you'll have your actual receipt.
Right. Yeah. Because I have my tax number on file with a few places. Otherwise, depending on which county here you go to, it's 7.5%.
Right.
Which
but it's the same thing in Louisiana. Every time you go to a different parish, they call them parishes in Louisiana. Everyone's different, and within the parish, there's towns, and all those little towns have a different percentage as well. So, yeah, I know how that works.
Yeah.
Whereas up here, we go to New Hampshire, and it's tax free, regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What city are you in? Because I was telling my wife, I couldn't remember the city you're in.
Worcester.
Worcester?
No, the other one, the longer one.
What? It's not Worcester?
No.
What are you close near? What are you close? You don't.
I'm between Gardner and.
Wait a minute. Wait, you don't know the city you live in?
I don't know. I can't pronounce it. It starts with Worcester.
Winchester?
Hold on, I'm gonna find it right now.
Wow.
It's gonna drive him crazy.
Yeah, because it's like I know it, but I just can't pronounce it.
Yeah, I lived in towns that it took me forever to figure out how to say them, and it was usually after I moved out of the town.
Excuse me, officer. Was I going too fast? Where do you live?
Actually, it's considered Worcester. I didn't know that. I thought that was longer. Yeah, Westchester. Worcester. That's how they spell the town I'm in. The county. It's
The county.
Worcester. Wester.
Worcester County. All right.
Wester. Yeah.
What city?
Templeton.
Okay, what are you near though?
On one side, I'm the next town over is Gardner,
Oh,
and the
so
next town over this way is Templeton.
you're in the western part.
I mean,
of the state.
Ethel, Athol, Ethel.
That's funny because I think that's where Dan is. Ethel.
Okay, that's the correct place right there. Yeah, that's how you say it.
So you're in
Worcester.
You're in the western part of the state.
Yes, I'm about 25 minutes depending on which direction you go. It can be anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes to New Hampshire.
But not Salem, New Hampshire.
No, I'm more northwest.
Right. You're even past Nashua, New Hampshire.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know where that's at. Yeah.
Okay. Damn. I didn't think you were that.
We're actually close to I'm trying to think of the little town. I know we drive up there kind of regularly just to get out the house and just drive.
So you're closer to Springfield.
Actually, the next town over is you got me thinking now. I'm trying to in order of the places. There's Leominster, which is like a little bit further east from us.
Okay, yeah, that's Route 2. My sister used to live in Leominster. Yeah.
Yeah, I live off of 2A.
2, okay. Yeah, I love Route 2.
Yeah, I love it.
Route 2 used to. I don't know if they still do. Used to have a lot of little farm stands and stuff, and places to buy pumpkins and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and you could take Route 2 all the way into Cambridge.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, the Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, I couldn't say it. Yeah, but that's the actual county. Yeah.
Okay.
Worcester.
And where are you, Pixie?
What? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this done.
Where are you? Where are you located?
What's up? I am outside of Wisconsin, Dallas, in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of tongue twister for me, and I'm trying to always say. And I thought it was Worcester, but that's the actual county I live in. Yeah, and Templeton is the actual town I live in.
Okay.
Actually, I'm waiting to find out. I need to stop by and read the sign. There's a big sign that says, "Come and support our local citywide garage sales." But on one side it says May 11th. On the other side, coming from the other direction, there's no way to stop and read it unless I park in the center of the town. It's supposed to be coming up soon as far as there's going to be a citywide garage sale. Wow. I'm surprised.
It hasn't been too many good garage sales here.
Well, like what's bad about it, we get these notifications like the Savers and Goodwill. We don't have any Goodwills around here except if you go to like south of here past Sterling. That's where my antique booth's at. It's in Sterling. And but you have to go more south on 190 south to even get to the nearest Goodwill there, and that's about an hour drive. Wow. Or we have to go north to New Hampshire to even go to any of those up in New Hampshire.
But you have Savers, right?
Yeah, we have a Savers, but they're still few and far between.
Yeah, ours were all closed down, and our states were all closed down. Yeah, there used to be.
We don't have Savers in Florida at all.
Well, the thing I don't like about it, if you go, there's so many, and you go to different ones, and like say New Hampshire, yeah, there's no taxes. But the thing about it is, if you go to one in this town, then you go to the one right next over, the prices are all over the place. It's like, why is that? I don't know. So yeah,
I like the way they do things, though. I don't have a cent. Well, I do. I like the way they take a lot of items and they put it in a bag, and they slap the price right on the bag. I don't like the fact that when you're buying toys or action figures that there's a giant hole and things missing because some little schmuck took it.
Exactly. What I like about the Savers here is I've made a lot of money on buying those little baggies along the wall on the pegboard.
Yep.
Because you can find, like, for example, I had bought one was for $1.99, and that particular day, you get an email because if you sign up for the email notifications and you sign up for their membership, which is free, they'll send you notifications and give you like a certain day of the week where you get 50% off either on your whole order or one particular item. In this one case, I went and it was for the whole, everything, no matter what you buy.
That's
And
nice.
so I picked that bag up for $1.99, and I sold one item out of that one bag for $32. So everything else
Wow.
became profit, even though I was already in the profit for that dollar bag that I paid $1 for.
That's
That's
nice.
what I like about Savers. They do definitely have their choice of bags to where you can definitely make some money on those bags.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Shamrock?
Oh, I was gonna say I've only been to Savers twice in my life, and both times I was with Tommy, and I like those bags. Like I used to go and spend a good amount of time looking through the bags, through the plastic to see. That was my favorite part of it is the grab bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way they do that.
I don't. Yeah, I
Because
don't
of
know.
the pandemic, or just
This was how long ago did they close all the Savers?
About 2 years.
About 2 years ago.
wow.
Yeah, we went to Madison because the one that we used to go to was in Madison, and we're like, oh, okay, we're out and about, and so we were gonna stop, and the whole building was just like done. There was no signs, there was nothing. The parking lot was dead, and I'm like, when did that close? And then yeah, but it was registering as still being opened online.
Yeah.
I
So
know
it
here
obviously-
they've been giving us emails where they just started recently opening some of them. Again with the minimum because of their square footage and that kind of thing. But right now, I just have enough have plenty enough supply of inventory not to have to worry about going, because it seems like from what I'm hearing that the stuff that they have is still from what they had from the beginning. They just having a hard time getting rid of. A lot of people
Wow.
are not taking donations in a lot of the places. And of course, Goodwill, they just started opening. But we went to the ones in New Hampshire. They were supposed to be open and they weren't yet. So, but they had cars in the parking lot. So yeah,
The Goodwills here are open. I don't think I've been in one since the maybe we've been in one. The Salvation Army, I know of two here, but I know only one's open. And there's another. We went into another thrift store yesterday that is run by the Boys and Girls Club, and yeah, there's a couple other thrift stores, but there's really nothing that great. But like you said too, I'm the same way. I'm hedging back a little. Like at the auction, I just bought 2 coins, the whole auction, because I just have so much stuff that I have to get rid of. I have to move so I can bring in new, fresh inventory. Are you like that at your booth? Do you, during seasons like Christmas buying season, do you purge out some stuff and bring in some more gifty items?
Even though I just started this year, I was at my booth last week and we had some people in there. And what's happening is, and again, it depends on your antique booth you're at in the company you're with. They don't let us put like Christmas early out. Right now, it's going to be all Halloween,
right?
In fall. So the customers were asking, "Do you know of anybody who has Christmas stuff on it?" I said, "I don't think they do, because there is a certain time frame where they will allow us to put that kind of stuff in, and so you can't do it all year round unless you get, unless they approve it. Not all places will let you do that."
But you could
again,
gifty items,
right, and things like that I do. And like right now, I'm going through some more inventory that I'm gonna be breaking up together, because I'm just starting to bring in some albums that I got. For me, I sit here and make sure I use them on the turntable, listen to the whole thing. Maybe some minor scratches on it, but still play beautifully with no jumping or scratching or skipping. Those are going to go in my antique booth. But if I see nothing in it's in mint condition, and then it's going on eBay. Like yesterday, I bought one album for $1.32. I bought a whole bunch of them. They went to like $1.32 a piece, and I sold it for like $54.
Wow!
And it was used. It was new. It was used. But the whole thing was in mint condition. And then I sold another one yesterday that was $1.33, and I wound up sending. So I paid it for like $35 or something like that. So yeah,
nice.
They're selling. So.
They have a lot of albums at the auction. I was surprised. There was a huge box. Had to be 100 albums in it, and I think it only went for $7.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I looked through it, if there was rock and roll and stuff, but there was like Jim Neighbors and that folk type scenario.
Mhm.
I can't get into it.
Right.
I just can't get into it. Why are you laughing, Pixie?
I-
Why are you laughing?
It just makes me think of when I was growing up. I had a record player and I listened to the jazzy stuff that my parents could get, would buy me, and then I had Joan Jett.
Oh wow,
wow.
yeah.
I cranked that sucker up and I'd dance and sing to it, and that was my favorite record growing up. Now it's Kenny Rogers and anything that I can get my hands on. I love everything that comes
I
out.
just finished making. I did all the pictures for 51 albums, brand new, still sealed in its original wrap, from
Nice.
the early '60s to the early '80s. And I already got all the pictures done. I already started doing drafts, and so that's my goal for this weekend, is to get all those drafted and listed.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love 50s
Nice.
music. 50 music and me. But I love the 50s era. Like anything and everything about the 50s, I just love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sandy, my wife Sandy's into the oldies. She loves the oldies.
and of course, those I did pay up a little bit more. I paid $2.32 a piece. But again, the returns will be much. I just found one that's going to be going for $60. I was surprised.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So definitely get those listed.
Well, sealed, mint sealed too. That's nice.
Yeah.
You don't. I
And
mean,
I'm
they're
noticing
out
a lot
there.
of them, the ones that are listed right now are sold. They're all pre-owned. None of them are brand new. And so if I find one that might be brand new and never opened, those are going for a higher amount. So that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. Donna says thrift stores are open there. Now, again, they're open, but you have to remember that up here, there's still a lot of red zones where they don't want them to open because there's a certain time. You have to allow the elderly and compromised immune system people go in early. So what they do is for the first hour or so, let them in first, and then you have to make sure you go in. And of course, a lot of times you're going to be standing outside in a line, and they do definitely have someone at the entry, and they make it to where you can only go in and out one door. And then of course they have somebody there also doing head count.
Our Walmart's like that. Still only one door.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people at once.
And that's why I go at 7:00 in the morning when they first open, because if I got my list of things and I know where I'm going, I get it and get out. Because I don't want to be there in the middle of a rush or so many people are there. So that's why I go that early in the morning.
Wow.
But again, if I ever decide if I do want to go, I will go. But right now, I'm just doing estate sales, because then I can see on the internet what they have. If it's something that I'm interested in, and I go there right before they open the first day, I get what I want to get and get out. And usually I can go in and out within 30 minutes.
Right. Yeah, true. I don't know. We've been to quite a few, and it seems like lately some of these people are just pricing their stuff sky high, and then they wait for the last day, 50 to 75% off.
Right.
Like I noticed too today, they're already at 25% off, and they only opened up for the first day yesterday.
Yeah, ours are open. We've been to the Goodwills, but we haven't been to any of the other ones as of yet. And so the Goodwills in Rapids and Stevens Point we've been to, and then our thrift store, when they reopened, they had somebody at a table that was asking you all these questions, and then you had to use hand sanitizer, make sure you had your mask on. And then just like within the last week, the table was removed and they were letting people in without, I mean, there was a sign saying wear your mask, you need to wear a mask, but otherwise they stopped doing all that stuff within the last week here in our town. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
Our bar
Go ahead.
Open. I was gonna say our bars just opened. We're on phase 2 here, and our bars just opened for 50% capacity. So now they're waiting for the weekend to see Monday if there's any new cases as a result of that.
Right. Well, I
See,
know here we just went into phase 4, and they just started doing the arcades and things like that. I think they're going to talk about this week. Phase 5 is when they're going to let the gyms open up. But the only thing they did in phase 4, if you're wanting to go work out in a gym, the gyms have to have some kind of capacity to be outside or outdoors, so they can still have people going in and work out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
yeah, our bar's never closed.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
I think that's what it is in New Orleans too.
Let's just say our state, there's a lot of rebels. And so, I mean, we weren't really affected in our area with all of this. We really weren't. And the one person that passed away from it in our area was in respite care. And they were already passing away. They didn't pass away from that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were not hit. And we're a tourist area. So, I mean, so I don't know.
Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, well, you know,
Wisconsin.
probably the safest place for anybody to
So
be.
isn't Wisconsin the cheese head place of the country?
Yes, it's supposed to be. But now
So
they're saying that happy cows live in California. And I beg to differ, other than the fact that, you know, it is over there.
Do you sell a lot of the cheesehead merchandise, like the cheesehead hats and the cheesehead fingers
that's
and
for
stuff?
the Packers. Yeah, that's
I don't know.
football. And right now, a lot of people are angry with the Packers. And so, yeah, I don't know how well that'll sell this year, but for the most part, you can pick them up anywhere in Wisconsin at the thrift stores. They've got shops in the malls with that stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not putting a piece of cheese on my head.
Me either. I want to also welcome those that I missed earlier. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but I just noticed Crochet just came in. Hello and good morning. Now, they're also saying that the bars there never closed. I know, as far as New Orleans is concerned, they didn't either. But I know here in Massachusetts, we have a couple of bars in the areas, and they are closed. Now, they just started to where they can do, the restaurants were all set up with these big, large tents outside, and they can 6 feet apart in the parking lot for people sitting outside. But they just started doing that where half the capacity on the inside, and then the majority of the rest can be sitting outside. They just started where in actual Boston, where they're actually extending the sitting outside until the January, because they're trying to pass this thing where they have to make sure that their places of being sitting for the customers are not blocked for the fire department in case of fire. So they even having to do more stipulations on that before they get that.
Well, that's not too bad, because if you could sit outside, at least it'll keep your drink cold.
Well, not only that, they worried about the food getting cold, but also having to worry about the little space heaters they have to put out.
Right.
Because of the awnings and stuff they're using. So they're working on that right now, but they're still keeping it to where the businesses can still do business. So that's a good thing.
Wow.
They were only allowing 30 people at a time in the Goodwill bins. I won't be going to no bins around here. Them people are crazy.
Well, same here.
I've been there one time, and trust me, I threw away that t-shirt quick. It was chaos, and I don't like that.
But not if they're going to lock us in. Tommy can go in. I'll stay out in the truck.
Well, when I went, first time and the only time I went, it was like, why are these people waiting in a line from the middle of the wall, the hallway, the area where they got the bins, to the door where they're going to be putting the stuff out?
I thought the same thing.
It's amazing how they just, like vultures. It's like, oh no, I stayed around the whole outside perimeter just to make sure I'm not around all that. And I was just digging in the sides that nobody was at.
Yep, I thought the same. I said, what are they waiting for, Sam? And we actually left a couple of times. And then I said, is this the line? They says, no, we're waiting for the new stuff to come out. The new old stuff to come out.
Yeah.
You can go look at the other crap over there. We're waiting for the new old stuff to come out.
The first
and what's amazing is you can still find good stuff in the old bins that they didn't even touch. They didn't like. Come on.
Yeah.
the first time I ever went to a Ben's was in Madison. That one is very dangerous. There is a older lady that is wicked in there. She doesn't care if you're a kid, she doesn't care. She will, when she's digging, she whips stuff. She's hit my kids with it. Let me tell you, I am little, but I was not very happy, and we had to go. So we stopped going to that one. But the one in Appleton that we go to, holy wow, those people are phenomenal. And it's not just the workers, it's the people that actually go in there that, they're very helpful. I don't know how many times, Tommy was looking through one of the tubs, and he's talked to people, and then they'd go their separate ways, and all of a sudden the person's coming over hey, is this something that you were talking about? And I mean, they're very helpful. They're amazing people that go there. The one in Madison, that's for the crazies. Let me tell you.
That's like the one we have here in Orlando. They'll rip something right out of your hand and say, hey, that's my, no speak English. Sorry, no speak English. It's one of those.
Yeah, that's how the Madison one is. Yeah, that's how the Madison one is. They'll take stuff right out of your cart. They don't care.
Yeah, like I said, my first experience was not a good one.
Now, maybe you two know, maybe someone in the chat knows. I've heard of people actually buying pallets from Goodwill, but I don't ever see it. No, I don't know where they see them, where they're advertised or whatever, because the one in Goodwill is in a brand new building. It's about half the size of an Amazon fulfillment center. And the bins are in one corner. It's just a small corner. The middle, if you look through the windows, there's got to be hundreds, if not thousands, of pallets. And then on the left, there's a door for the office. And above that, it says, I don't know, online retail distribution or something like that. But they own the entire building. It's enormous.
Yeah, that's like the one in Appleton. From what I understand, and Tommy is sitting on the other side here, you can, like, when you walk into the Ben's, they actually have signs for us, it would be to the left, where you can buy like gaylords of stuff and pallets, and they give you price, and then you go up to the register, you talk to them, and you can get it that way. I don't know. You probably have to Google the pallets, Goodwill pallets, and see where you can buy them if you don't want to go that route. But I know for our Bins in Appleton, it's on the wall if they are offering pallets or gaylords and stuff like that. And I think that's how you see the word.
Yeah. What I want to say on that is, I don't know. Have you ever watched Harry Tornado?
Mm-hmm.
No.
He does a lot of videos lately because it started where he went online, and basically your Goodwill should have an online service that you can go to for your local area. And they have an advertisement where they're going to have so many pallets out for the day. And you can go in there and you can look at them and put your name on it. And when you pay for it, you take the sticker that's on the box or the pallet, you bring it to the front, and they do charge you $50 a pallet, but you get $10 back if you return the pallet that it's on, where they get that $10. It's like a deposit. So you actually are paying $40. And so basically, if you watch Harry Tornado, he's done it several times where he's bought first 2, and then he went back and bought 6. Then he went out buying more and more, because what happened is his local Goodwill that he was communicating with let him know that, okay, we're going to have, that's not all the pallets we have. And the reason they started on these pallets is because there's not enough employees to bring it into the store itself. So what they're doing is to get rid of the merchandise that they had in the back, they're making pallets out of them. And so it can be a mixture. It can say hard goods, household. Each pallet's got a name on it. And basically, when you buy it and you bring that pallet back, you'll get $10, so only paying $40 for the pallet. So the best thing is to maybe contact, if you have a Goodwills that do that in your area, you can check online, or call them and they'll let you know if they actually have any pallets you can buy.
I'll have to check that out, because when I've looked through the window of this place a couple of times, and you could see there's a tag on every pallet that says what city it came from.
Right.
So I guess they keep, like, if Orlando store, well, Orlando's a bit, let's say Kissimmee, there's only one or two. If Kissimmee gets too many donations, then they shoot them up to Orlando or Sanford or another town. So they keep rotating it like that. So because people think that, oh, I'm going to go to Lake Mary where all the high expensive stuff is, maybe it'll be better up there. No, they could be getting pallets from Kissimmee. Who cares?
And that's what it is. They're
Is that
going
how
to,
it is here too?
on the pallets, they're going to tell you not only a little bit about what's in there, because you can only actually look at the top.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, you really can't see what's under it. But when you do that, and I think what it is when you do the pallets, I think it's mainly what's on top. It's what the categories is they put on the pallet. But then you can always come back, because like when Harry Tornado started doing it, he actually would empty the pallet right there on the spot and give them back their pallets right away. Then he started getting so many that he even had to get a storage unit to put them in because he had so many. And so now his wife is helping him do it. So
wow.
When he had Joey Bada Bing and I'm having a blank on the other guy who went with him to meet Harry Tornado, they even went through the pallets with him to help him go through some of them at the time they were there in a visit.
I'll have to look into that, because I've actually taken video in one of the bins where it shows the machine, like when they take the clothes back that didn't sell, it goes up this conveyor belt and it just compresses it into a square, I guess, and loads the pallet. I mean, I wouldn't want that.
Right.
But I guess beggars can't be choosers, what they say.
Well, but if you're looking for specific types of inventory, that is the best way to go, because 9 times out of 10, if you look at the slip that's on it, it's going to definitely tell you what area that is or what is in that as far as category niche in that particular palette. Now, granted, you're going to have a lot of mix and match stuff as well, but it seems like those that I've been watching that do those type of palettes, they've been doing really well. They've been finding this one where he had multiple Guitar Hero guitars, and all the stuff was there, and he was making his money back just for a few of those.
Nice.
So
well, yeah, I mean, like, I forget who said it in the chat. If it's $50 a pallet, you don't have to sell too many things out of a pallet to make your money back. And
again, they give you back $10 as long as you bring the pallet back with the box, because they'll just keep reusing it. And that's like a $10 deposit.
So you go with an empty pallet and say, "Here's your pallet back already," because there's plenty of places that'll give you a free pallet.
Correct. Right.
But I'll have to look into that. That's interesting.
Now, you could probably find out maybe at Goodwill.com or just go straight to your local, because I know us here, we have a membership at Goodwill here. So we get updates from when they're doing either the pallets or they're doing the sales, or they're trying to get rid of old inventory. And they'll let us know, like certain days they do a big sale, like 50% off, 75% off in that particular store.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. It's out there for sure.
Wow. All right. So before I go, let's change the subject real quick.
Yes.
I need a good recipe for portobello mushroom. What do you got? What do you have for a Cajun recipe for a portobello mushroom?
Well, it depends on what you want to do, because a lot of people use, and I don't know why they call it this, but they call it a steak, like they do with cauliflower or broccoli.
Yep, exactly.
You can actually, I think the best way to do that for me would be saute it in butter and garlic.
Well, there goes the calories there. So, okay.
But you can also use olive oil instead of butter.
I did. I put it in the air fryer. I chopped up the stem, put it back in there, and put about a teaspoon of olive oil all in it.
Yeah.
And that was good. I was just, I'm a spicy kind of person that likes, flavor.
Now, I don't know if you would have this in the stores there, which I'm sure you would, is the Tony Chachere's or the Slap Your Mama seasoning.
Slap Your Mama. I have that one. Last time we went, I bought a bottle for my son. So I don't have it anymore. He does, but Slap Your Mama. Yeah, I didn't try it, but
it's a little bit more spicier than Tony Chachere's.
Yeah.
You can find them in almost every grocery store now, because I've been finding them up here. And I get the one with no salt. Okay. But again, everybody's different. But for me, I'd rather with no salt. But the one I find is Slap Your Mama is a little bit more stronger in flavor.
Yeah.
And the Tony Chachere's.
That's cool. That's awesome. That's
But
awesome.
sauteing them or with anything with all olive oil is even wonderful too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I even use the
anything
Mrs.
with olive
Dash.
oil.
I use the Mrs. Dash lemon and pepper or lemon and garlic flavor,
Yeah,
which is also really good too.
I've been using emeralds,
Yeah, that's just
but
as good.
but the stores around here stopped carrying it, so I got to
Yeah.
get it on Amazon. So
Slap your mama spice, like
And that's exactly what they call it. Now, if you ever watch a
yep,
Saints game and they're going into the end zones, that's the first thing they talk about is that's called the slap your mama zone. And that's how they do it with the Saints game when they play New Orleans.
yeah, I was amazed. So I bought. He loves hot sauce, just like me. He loves anything hot. So I bought it for him. I said, "Here you go. This is a cool one."
Yeah, the Avery Island hot sauce is the best hot sauce I find.
Wow. All right. I don't want to take up any more of your time. If you get more people coming on,
Well,
have a good
actually, we're
Friday.
almost hitting 2 hours, and I'd like to make sure I'm always off before the next show, which is Pat D's. Pat and D's and Flipping Frog Particles comes on at 12.
Pat
But
D's?
no, I meant to say D.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say I haven't seen Pat. He came in my chat.
Yeah, he was in the chat Wednesday night with us.
Yeah, I haven't seen him
Just
online.
slowly, he got off for a while, but he's starting to make a slow comeback.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
okay, real quick,
yeah.
I was asked if I had any Packer stuff. The only Packer stuff that I don't have, we have in our house was my brother-in-law's. So that's the only Packer stuff we have. We don't follow sports. Not really. So
Yeah, I don't either.
There's a tip for you on your mushrooms. Dip it in egg for a batter on it.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to try
See if
some.
somebody asked me to comment.
I'll have to try it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody. Have a good Friday.
Well, thank you. Nikki T in the house. Actually, sorry, in the room, in the chat. You got me thinking about it every time I go to say it.
I'm starting a trend, huh?
Yeah. That's
right.
Gary in the chat. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Nikki.
Have a good day.
All right, thank you. You have a good day too. Are you having anything? Oh, too late. Ask me if you had anything going on today. Kelly Reseller in the house. No chat. Good morning.
it's just one of those Friday mornings.
Yes, I'm trying to. Well, he just talked about it on the show yesterday, and so I'm trying to keep it in my mind not to say the house.
It's just going to be one of those weekends we can't wait to be here.
Yes, I know. I got a lot of things to do this weekend, so yeah, I want to get my goal to get those albums listed, especially when they're new and sealed like that. Well, I know y'all coming in and starting to come in the chat, but I want to let y'all know that I'm going to thank each and every one of y'all for coming in the chat. Again, don't forget to make sure you're subscribed to each other. Show the love and support to each other by making sure you're not only subscribed, but you hit the bell for all notifications. And also, by the way, just to remind you, I am making sure hopefully that each and every one of y'all check your subscribing to my channel. I'm only 3 away from 600. So please do me a favor, make sure you're still subscribing. Don't forget to hit those notifications. Buffalo Picker in the chat. Good morning, Tommy. I see you sneaked in there again. I just saw you. And so, yeah, we've been on for almost 2 hours, and I don't like to try to cross over when somebody else is going to come on and Flipping Particles. D, she'll be coming on at 12 o'clock. And so that way y'all can go and check her out and let her know that I sent you there because I'll be going there myself. I like to make sure and keep supporting those that are behind me in the chats when it comes to them going live as well. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Make sure you accomplish any goals you want to set for the weekend. As I always say, keep yourself accountable for your goals that you like to set. That way you can do your daily goals or weekly goals. It doesn't matter, but whatever you do, try to make sure you reach those goals. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming. Don't forget tonight at 6 o'clock, we do have the Royal Auction tonight on my channel at 6 o'clock. Come out and have some fun and say hello. And we would love to see you there. And we also have our guest, which is in the chat also. The Unique Store, Bonnie, will be our guest for tonight. So don't forget to come and check that out as well. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all every day for coming in and supporting and show the love and for the channel. And as I always say at the end of each show, love always, love is free, be kind to one another, and we'll see you in the next video, next live, next Coffee with Kajun.